I'm Swarnalatha. I sing, I write short stories, I'm a photographer, and I've delivered more than 250 motivational talks across the globe now. And I'm also winner of Mrs. India Beauty Pageant South,
Wow.
um, which was held in Goa. And I'm a
Super.
mother of two. And lastly, I'm affected with a disease called multiple sclerosis, which is a neuromuscular disorder and degenerative. So my condition deteriorates very fast, and I'm currently on wheelchair from many years. So I was affected with this disease called multiple sclerosis in the year 2009. So it's been 12 years now, and my first child was born before my disease and disability, and second daughter was born after the disease and disability. How it all happened is I was working with a company called Audi at that time. Audi தெரியும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், கார் கம்பெனி. ஸோ இது வந்து எல்லார ட்ரீம் ஜாப். ஸோ அந்த கம்பெனியில எனக்கு I was executive assistant to the CEO and also heading the customer care. I was working in Bangalore அப்போ. ஸோ அந்த டைம்ல I was on leave one day. ஸோ மார்னிங் வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஃபீவரா இருந்தது எனக்கு. பை and I took a paracetamol, thinking that it should be okay. That's what every woman does, right?
Yeah.
So, but 3 o'clock I was neck down paralyzed. Everything got affected: my speech, my vision, my hands, my legs, my bladder, bowel, everything. And local clinic pona avanganaala onnume solla mudiyala. So we went to the best hospital in Bangalore, Fortis la admit pannanga. 5 days வரைக்கும் doctors also were not able to come and tell me what the problem was. So நானே என்ன தங்கச்சி கிட்ட கேட்டேன் என்ன ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ்ல எழுதிருக்காங்கன்னு. So it said multiple sclerosis. அது எப்படி ஸ்பெல் பண்ணணும் அது தெரியாது எனக்கு. ஸோ கூகுள் பண்ணி பார்த்தாங்க. ஸோ அந்த அத அந்த வியாதி பத்தி நோய் பத்தி பார்த்தா ஒரு ஹார்ட் அட்டாக் வந்துடும். அவ்வளோ பயங்கரமான நோய் அது. ஸோ இந்த வியாதியில குறைஞ்சிட்டே இருக்கும் உடம்பெல்லாம். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து என்ன மை சன் வாஸ் 2 years old. என்ன திங்கிங்னா எப்படி இந்த கண்டிஷன் பர்மனண்டா டெம்பரரியா, ஐ மீன் ஹவு ஆம் ஐ கோயிங் டு மேனேஜ் மை சைல்ட் in a future என்ன ஆக போறது? Because I've worked for companies like Mitsubishi, ITC, AXA, and last assignment was Audi. So I started financially, I mean earning at the age of 14. 14 நான் வந்து I started taking tuitions. I was making art and craft and selling. So 18 I took up my first job because I lost my father, and I had to take care of my both sisters' education. So we come from a very patriarchal family. We had no support. So I had come a long way. I had been through child abuse. So much had happened. My father also had committed suicide actually. So I've since being through so much, and then again this disease, and after marriage, my family completely disowned me. They stopped talking to me because it was a love marriage. So my mother and other relatives, யாருமே ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் வைக்க மாட்டோம் உங்க கூடன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது மாரல் சப்போர்ட்டே கிடையாதுங்க எனக்கு. அதுல என்னோட சப்போர்ட்டே எனக்கு இல்லைன்னா நான் எப்படி எப்படி லைஃப் ஐ மீன் ஹவு ஆம் ஐ கோயிங் டு லீட் மை ஓன் லைஃப் அப்படி I felt I should die. Then I thought, see, my husband and my son don't have any role in my disease. So லைஃபுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் கொடுத்து பார்க்கலான்னு நினைச்சேன். So 1.5 months steroids எடுத்தேன். So I regained 60% of my mobility after taking medicines, but 40% போயிடுச்சு எனக்கு. அந்த 60% வந்து குறைஞ்சிட்டே இருக்கும். இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தா I must be about 90% disabled. So the only thing I can do is talk and probably sing, and I can smile. So these are the few things that I can do flawlessly. And what changed my life actually was I need to be hospitalized twice every year, long hospital stays. First time போகும்போது my daughter was about 10 months old and I was still feeding her. And 93 days I was in the hospital. So உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் எப்படி இருக்கும் when you're leaving a feeding child at home. And my son was in UKG that time and he was 4 years old. So my husband had to manage everything at home, children, his parents. My father-in-law was also affected with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, so he was also wheelchair bound. So வீட்ல 2 பேர் wheelchairல இருந்தோம் நம்ம வீட்ல. So இப்படி இருக்கும்போது he has to manage his work, he was doing his PhD. So இவ்ளோ எல்லாம் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில it is going on and we didn't have so much money also. So when I came to hospital, the first time I stayed for 93 days, it was very, very terrible because leaving family and staying for so long, it's not so easy. But என்ன சேஞ்ச் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அங்கே நிறைய பேஷண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தேன் என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்க சேம் வித் சேம் டிசீஸ் மல்டிபிள் ஸ்க்ளீரோசிஸ் and they were all so young because this disease hits people between age 18 to 40 and it hits more women because they undergo so much of stress. They always have this conflict of crisis identity crisis and not able to follow their dreams and they would have gone so many different type of abuses. So ultimately avlo trauma la irukumbodhu they come up with a disease like this. So what I really noticed was there were a lot of women, a lot of girls, lot of girl children who were affected with this disease. They were not able to walk, talk, pee on their own, shit on their own, nothing on their own. Then I thought I'm so privileged. I have seen life. I've seen school, I've seen college, I've seen employment, I've seen money, I've seen marriage, I've seen children. Then what should I crib about? So death will come when it has to come. So I will at least live my life, in a quality way as long as it's there. So that's why when I came back from hospital, my husband, Dr. Guru Prasad, and I started Swarga Foundation in October 2014. Initially, நான் வந்து patients எல்லாம் counseling கொடுத்தேன். My husband used to counsel the family members. So அப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறமா we started helping patients, in supporting them with buying wheelchairs, walkers, hearing aids, then supporting special children with school education. Then afterwards, we started Tamilnadu's first transport facility called Sarathi for people with disabilities and senior citizens. இந்த மாதிரி facility எங்கேயும் கிடையாது தமிழ்நாடுல. So we have. So இந்த van வந்து இதுல ramp இருக்கும், sofa கம் bed கொடுத்திருக்கோம், டாய்லெட் கொடுத்திருக்கோம், டெலிவிஷன், ஹாட் வாட்டர். ஸோ நம்ம மாதிரி டிசபிள் பீப்புள் எல்லாம் டிக்னிட்டி அண்ட் கம்ஃபர்ட்டோட டிராவல் பண்ணலாம். இப்போ நாங்க ட்ரெயின்ல போகணும்னா போக முடியாது, வீல் சேர் போகாது. ஃபிளைட்லனா there are a lot of places which cannot be connected and it's expensive also. So அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா நாங்க எப்படி டிராவல் பண்ணுவோம்? Most of them don't travel. We don't have a social life. Okay, so இது ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண அப்புறமா ரொம்ப நமக்கு சப்போர்ட் வந்துடுச்சு from disabled community. And we made 10 government schools in Coimbatore wheelchair friendly, and we constructed wheelchair friendly bathrooms, ramps ella kudutho. So we brought 14 children back to school wheelchair la irukravanga. ஏன்னா 10 வயசு வரைக்கும் டாய்லெட் கூட்டிட்டு போலாம், அது அப்புறமா தூக்க முடியாது இல்லையா? they also become big and it's embarrassing, so they stop coming to school. So we did that, and we made police commissioner's office in Coimbatore wheelchair friendly. We made Coimbatore railway station wheelchair friendly by providing toilets on all platforms. இப்போ Coimbatore railway stationல நாங்க elevator start பண்ணிருக்கோம். இது வந்து from the time the station is constructed there is no elevator, and there were about 50 steps that people have to take. Imagine you are taking 2 suitcases, senior citizen taking 2 suitcases. Climbing 50 stairs is impossible. So நாங்க இந்த facility கொடுத்த அப்புறமா at least Coimbatore station has a footfall of 50,000 people per day. So this is useful for at least 1/5 of the people, at least 10,000 people use it. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி சர்வீஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறமா we started Tamilnadu's we started Saukhya Pain Rehab Clinic, where we provide free of cost physiotherapy services, Ayurveda services, and counseling services to all the patients. So it's been 3 years, and Mr. Sundar was there on the inauguration day in November 2018. He was there personally to wish us, and till now we have seen more than 4,500 patients, and we are going good. We have started many programs, like it's called Twinkle in a Wrinkle, which means we have adopted 4 corporation-run senior citizen homes, where senior citizens are picked up from streets. They are basically abandoned and they pick up from streets. So we sponsor their medications every month. We provide them physiotherapy sessions every week. So these are the kind of projects we do. So we are trying to make a difference in our own small way.
Swarnalatha, you do have a very beautiful smile, lovely presentation, beauty pageant இருந்திருக்கீங்க. All that is wonderful. Even I was thinking நீங்க பாடுறத நாங்க எல்லாரும் கேட்கணும், உலகமே கேட்கணும்ட்டு.
Even recently you done one speech there, big platform.
Sure, I will sing.
Yeah.
வெள்ளை பூக்கள் உலகம் எங்கும் மலரவே, விடியும் பூமி அமைதிக்காக விடிகவே, மண்மேல் மஞ்சள் வெளிச்சம் விழுகவே, மலரே சோம்பல் முறித்து எழுகவே, குழந்தையே விளக்கட்டுமே தாயின் கதகதப்பில், உலகம் விளக்கட்டுமே பிள்ளையின் சிறுமுக சிரிப்பு, வெள்ளை பூக்கள் உலகம் எங்கும் மலரவே, விடியும் பூமி அமைதிக்காக விடிகவே.
Fantastic, Swarna. I love that Hindi song. I think that's your favorite song. I want to listen from that also from you.
Yes, in the Gigalilanga.
Yes.
छोटा सा साया था, आंखों में आया था, हमने 2 बूंदों में घर कर लिया, हमको बहाना मिल गया है जिंदगी, ला 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 ला, हमको बहाना मिल गया है जिंदगी, ऐ जिंदगी गले लगा ले, हमने भी तेरे हर एक गम को गले से लगाया है ना, ऐ जिंदगी गले लगा ले. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. Over to the moderators, please take over. And just talk about that calendar program, Swarna.
Every year we make calendar calls and special, and we are already working on. We are in the design stage of calendar 2022. So what we do is we come up with a theme. So like adaptive sports, like love. So for example, in adaptive sports, we have featured differently abled achievers who have won medals in the Olympics in India. And for the love and beyond concept, we featured couples with disabilities who are going really strong, and we featured with a theme called Women with Substance. So we featured only women in a particular series. So next year it's going to be professionals. So we have doctors, engineers, architects with disabilities. So the purpose is to generate dignity and respect for people with disabilities. See, like I said, I'm 90% disabled. Still, if I can make so many things happen, I'm not physically doing anything actually. I'm only giving instructions. If I can do so many things, there are friends like me who have done much more than me. But we are only talking about Neeraj Chopra, who won, a medal in gold in Olympics. But nobody is speaking about Bhavina Patel, who won in table tennis in Special Olympics. Why this discrimination? So I want to generate that dignity and respect for disabled people. And the title also says I'm special. We are given different labels. We are called physically challenged, we are called Divyang, we are called special. But I am here to say that we are not just special, we are limited edition. So this is our tagline of the calendar also. We look forward to people buying it because uh, inspiration can come from anywhere, right? So tomorrow if you want to give up, you look at the calendar, so you can feel that if she can do it, why not me? So that's the whole idea behind the calendar. And through this, I mean, we sell at least around 5,000 calendars every year. So we look forward to selling more in the coming years with all your support. So this is a major fundraiser for us, and this is how we are able to serve so many people through the calendars. So I request everybody to at least buy one calendar to us. So you can visit us at swargafoundation.org or visit my Instagram page, Chase Swarnalatha. So you can get in touch with us, and yeah, so that's how you can support us.
Yes, Swarnalatha, we are really inspired. I think all of us will be taking up orders for this great cause. We salute you. We really do. You indeed have a very beautiful smile, a beautiful voice.
Yeah, would you want to ask any more questions?
Your story was itself everything. Like it's shown the way, like for many of us.
I have a request to make. When you see people with disabilities, please treat us as equals.
Yes.
And see, you want to go. I see many people posting pictures on social media that I've gone to Singapore, I've gone to Pollachi, I've gone there, I've gone here for vacation with my family. But for people like us, for my family, we can't have a vacation because we don't have ramps anywhere. We don't have transportation. So I only have to take pictures from my home. Why not, open doors for people like us? We also have a life. We also have social life. I've never visited even one single relative's house from so long because everywhere there are steps, there are no ramps. I also feel like visiting everybody, just like you all. Party வீட்டுக்கு போகணும், அத்தை வீட்டுக்கு போகணும். I don't have that. Even because of me, my children also cannot go. So what kind of life are we living? Right? So I think, we don't need sympathy at all. We are very good. We have more willpower than anybody else. What we need is support from you all. Make your hearts a little bit bigger. Make your doors of the toilets little more bigger so that wheelchair can go in. Make the doors of your house little more bigger so that wheelchairs can come in. Yeah, this is what we ask. Employ people with disabilities. After I was neck down, paralyzed, when I was working with Audi, I was forced to resign because they thought I don't fit the organization anymore. That time I felt really bad because having such a good job and losing it asked me to resign the job was, it's very depressing. But if not for that incident, I wouldn't have started an organization on my own, and I wouldn't have employed people with disability. Yeah, so I think it's a good lesson. We have more talent, we have more commitment, we are more loyal than anybody, right? So you should employ people with disabilities. You should provide educational opportunities. So that is what inclusion means, right? So yeah, so I request everybody to make us part of your society. We are also humans.
We are very proud of you, Swarnalatha. It's really an inspiring thing, and the way you put across everything, like we promise you that going forward, this will be an awareness for everyone to accommodate everyone into their lives. That inclusion part, yes. It's high time we all responded to your message that has been very, very strongly conveyed in this forum today. I think the world is watching you today, and you made us proud.
Thank you, Ms. Shivrekha. Thank you so much for the kind words.